Welcome back to All This Math. This is Professor Parker. If you're here, hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Also, please share this video with at least one other person. And if you have any questions about what I attempt to explain, please put your questions in the comment section. Now, this brother right here, this is the late Carter G. Woodson, Dr. Carter G. Woodson, a serious teacher, a serious scholar, serious historian, the founder of Negro History Week, which grew into become Black History Month. All right. Also, the author of several books, but probably his most famous is The Miseducation of the Negro, published in 1933, a collection of his earlier essays. All right. And also the founder of the Association for African American Life and History. All right. Definitely somebody you should research and look into his writings and his work. All right. Now, what are we doing today? We are adding with number bonds. All right. Adding with number bonds. Now, this might not be the way that you learn. If you're a parent watching this, grandparent, auntie, uncle, this might not be the way that you learned how to add two-digit numbers when you was in elementary school. And that's cool. But let me direct your attention right here. Why are we doing this? For why? Right? Because you probably want to know what's the point, because this is going to help prepare your children for chemistry class, dealing with bonds and chemistry in the future, right? Because we're planning for the future. That's what we're doing. It don't matter if your child is in first grade right now, right? One day they're going to be studying chemistry and they want to be prepared for that. All right. Also, this method prepares them for using the distributive property to do mental math very easily. Okay. And that's only two benefits. All right. I could have did a whole list and went all the way down this board and some more. I could have, covered this whole board up with benefits, but I'm gonna just give you two benefits. All right, because I know somebody's gonna watch this and say, why we gotta learn this? Why we can't just do it the other way? Why we can't do it the way I learned it? There's nothing wrong with the way you learned it, but this method provides some other benefits. All right, now that we got that out the way, let's get into it. Now, number bonds. That means we're gonna take one of these numbers and you decide which number. We could actually take 13 and break 13 down into two separate numbers, or we could take 15, break 15 down into two separate numbers. I'm going to break 15 down. Why? No particular reason. I just feel like breaking 15 down. Now, when we break the number down into two numbers that bond, one of the numbers should end in zero. One of the numbers should end in zero. So basically, that means I'm going to break this 15 down into a 10 and whatever's left over. A 10 and whatever's left over. So what's left over? I know that 10 plus 5 is 15. So I'm going to break this 15 down into 10 plus 5. So it looks like this. Draw a line right there. Boom. 10, boom, and 5. That's our number bond, right? Just like in chemistry, we got bonds. We got molecules. We break the molecules down into separate, separate parts. So we got 10 and we got 5. Now, then we take this 13, our other add it to the 10. That makes for easier addition because all I'm doing is I'm changing what's in the tens place. 13 plus 10 is 23. What's in the ones place don't change, right? Because there's a zero in the ones place in 10. That's what makes the addition easier. So now I'm going to have 23 plus whatever's left over. What's left over? The 5. Now, how do we add 23 plus 5? We could count on from 23 using our fingers and get 28, or we could just separate the 20 from the 3 and think of what's 3 plus 5? What's 3 plus 5? Hopefully, at this point, a child doing this, adding two-digit numbers, already has their addition facts from 0 to 10 already memorized, right? And committed to memory, and they know that 3 plus 5 is 8. If they don't know that 3 plus 5 is 8, they can count with their fingers. They can write down a diagram with three ones and then 5 ones, and then count them all up, and then see that that's 8. But ultimately, you hope that your child will have 3 plus 5 equals 8 committed to memory. All right. So then we get 23 plus 5, which gives us 28. So that means that 13 plus 15 is 28. And also that means that 13 plus 15 is equivalent to 23 plus 5. These are what we call equivalent expressions, because they're both equal to the same amount. 13 plus 15, 15 breaks down into these two numbers. And then we add in parts, right? So first we added 13 plus 10. Then we took that sum, added it to what was left over. The 23 plus the 5 gave us 28. And that's how you add with number bonds. Ain't nothing too crazy. All right. But like I said, it's going to prepare children for using the distributive property, which they're going to use, to do mental math calculations. And also they're going to use in algebra constantly. Algebra, geometry, pre-cal, stats, all that. All right. So hit the like button if you didn't already. Subscribe if you didn't already. Please put your comments or questions. If you still have questions, that's fine. That's cool. Put them in the comment section. Also, share this video with at least 2 other people. All right? At least 2 other people. And again, shout out to Carter G. Woodson. Peace.